Welcome everyone to Gates Field here at the 2022 Gates World Series in Salt Lake City, Utah. Garrow Von Dane with you live for Goldpanners here, and they are looking to lock up the American division with a win here against the Goldpanners. If the Marshals win, then we know that the American division will finish at Marshals first, Game Day Angels second, Alaska Goldpanners third, and the Idaho Catch fourth. Idaho is out of the tournament, and in the national division, the San Francisco Seals have been eliminated. The other 6 teams will play tomorrow. It's just a matter of who and when. The San Diego Waves already wrapped up the top spot in the national, so they will play later on Saturday in the semifinals. There'll be 2 games early in the day tomorrow, 2 quarterfinals, if you will, and the Panners will be likely be in one of those quarterfinal games. They're probably going to have to play 2 games tomorrow because it comes down to runs allowed when it gets to tiebreakers. See, the Marshals are 2-0, Panners are 1-1, Angels are 2-1. And if the Panners win this game, you're going to have 3 2-1 teams, and with tiebreakers, the Marshals would get the top spot if they win. Well, if there's 3 2-1 teams, then it goes to runs allowed, and the Panners would probably lose that one unless there's some pretty rare type score here. It comes down to runs allowed in the tournament. If the Panners lose, they will be the 3 seed out of the American and play in the morning game tomorrow. And as I look over that schedule, tomorrow, whoever finishes second in the national takes on the number 3 team in the American, and that would be the Goldpanners at 10 a.m. The Panners win this game, they will probably play at 12:30 in the afternoon, and then with a win would advance to the semifinal game later tomorrow. Championship game is on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. So we'll kind of keep you posted as we follow along here. I'm looking over all this. The Waves knocked out the Seals today 15-1. The Angels beat the Idaho Catch 12-1 in the morning game. And the Stars beat Las Vegas today. We'll work on those scenarios as this game progresses. The Goldpanners are the home team, or rather the road team. We were told they were the home team. They are the road team. So Goldpanners will bat first here out of the gates against Jesse Gutierrez, the left-hander for the Utah Marshals. For the Goldpanners, it will be Alex Verdugo. A hot day here in Salt Lake City, Utah. There were rain showers around the city today, but they did not reach the Kearns area of Salt Lake. Big downpours, but didn't land anywhere near here this field. Garrow Von Dane with you live down in the bunker here behind home plate. Chris Carlson is up in the stands monitoring the PannerVision controls. And your Goldpanner starting lineup today. Batting leadoff is Brock Rudy, the left fielder. Tate Schmau at third. Batting second, Matthew Pinal, last night's home run derby winner, batting third and playing first base. The designated hitter is Sean Rimmer. He's in the cleanup spot. Brock Kless, the right fielder, batting fifth. Catching is Isaac Shook. He'll bat sixth. Second baseman Caleb Milliken in the 7th spot. Griffin Harrison in center field and batting 8th, and Marty Munoz, the shortstop, batting 9th. Brock Rudy stands in to open up this ball game in front of a good crowd on a Friday night in Salt Lake City. Our first pitch comes at 7:38 p.m. local. Rudy swings and misses. It's 1-1. Brock had a monster summer for the Goldpanners, still looking for his first base hit of this tournament. He's 0 for 11 so far. Way outside, right at Alexis, somebody else's camera that was to my right. And Rudy with 2 balls and a strike against Jesse Gutierrez. Swings and misses 2-2. This Marshals team is comprised of recent high school grads that are all heading to big-time Division I programs. A lot of talent on this team. And they have gone unbeaten here at the tournament. They pounded the San Diego Waves yesterday in that cross-divisional game. And also beat up on the Game Day Angels that the Goldpanners lost to a few days ago. And Utah also defeated the Idaho Catch. The marquee game on this Friday night. Rudy reaches out, pokes this one into shallow left field, and coming in to make the catch is Mick Paul. Your defense for the Utah Marshals: Jesse Gutierrez on the mound, Drew Birkland catching, Trevor Fox is at first base, Xavier Esker, the second baseman, Mason White at short, Ethan Hedges, the third baseman. Mick Paul is in left, Carson Irvin in center field, and Caden Carpenter is in right. Here's Tate Shamau for the Goldpanners with one out here in the top of the first inning. Shamau takes two balls from Gutierrez. Goldpanners in the third base dugout as the road team, the Marshals the home team in the first base dugout. Yep. Beautiful night for baseball here in Salt Lake. Shamau with a 2-1 count. Takes way up high from Gutierrez. 3 balls and a strike, 1 out, and the base is empty here out of the gates. Takes ball 4, a 5-pitch walk to Tate Shamau. And here's last night's home run derby champion, Matthew Pinal. Everybody talking about Matthew's performance last night. Now he gets a chance to get the Goldpanners on the board with a runner at first base. A very intriguing matchup between these two teams. Everybody all day been looking forward to this one, all week. This one's grounded to short. Stepping on the bag for one, the throw to first. On a double play to end the first inning. Marshals coming to bat. Garo Von Dane here at Gates Field, Kearns High School. Yeah, this is a high school field, but the Utah Marshals built it. Marshals, named after Marshall Gates and the Marshall Gates Foundation, providing baseball opportunities for young men. Alex Verdugo, the right-hander for the Goldpanners, starts with ball one to Mick Paul. Mick Paul, Xavier Esker, top two in the batting order. Ethan Hedges will bat third. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. Chris up in the stands. I'm in the bunker down below. Grounded third base side. That's a fair ball. Just inside the bag. It gets into left field. Throwing it in is Rudy, but into second base is Mick Paul, the leadoff double. This Marshals team can swing the bats. They have done so all tournament long. They have been dominant here over Idaho, the Game Day Angels, and yesterday the San Diego Waves. And they've scored a lot of runs. Xavier Esker the batter. So Esker, then Ethan Hedges batting third. Weber Niels, the designated hitter in the cleanup spot. Mason White batting fifth. Drew Berkland sixth. Caden Carpenter will bat seventh. Trevor Fox in the 8-hole. And Carson Irvin batting ninth. Marshals with a runner at second and nobody out against Alex Verdugo. Tried to sneak a bunt down, but fouls it off. Does Xavier Esker. Panners start today, 32 wins, 14 losses, and 1 tie overall. Our 1-1 here at the tournament. Got that win yesterday, didn't count towards the standings. Big win over the Las Vegas Gamblers, 12-2. Mercy rule after in the bottom of the 5th inning. After Griffin Harrison's 3-run home run gave the Goldpanners a 10-run lead, finished it off 12-2. Popped up, right side. Coming in is Kless, calling for it, and will make the catch for out number 1. Verdugo takes care of Esker. Brings up Ethan Hedges for the Marshals. The Marshals, again, named after Kevin Gates, lost his son at a young age and started the Marshall Gates Foundation to keep his son's memory alive. And they have been providing baseball opportunities for young men since, I believe, 2004. The Marshals visited Fairbanks last summer and had a great series with the Goldpanners. We've got to get them back up again. Here's Verdugo. And he starts with a strike on Ethan Hedges, number 15, the third baseman for the Marshals. Top seed still up for grabs in the American. Still got to figure out all three, 1, 2, and 3 in the American. This game will decide that. The sun bathing the foothills, the base of the Wasatch Range beyond center field, across the valley. Downtown, straight ahead, about 12, 13 miles away. And just above town, University of Utah campus. Strike called, it's 1-2. Runner at second, 1 out, and a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Ethan Hedges. Got a piece of it to foul it off. Alexis Friedman taking pictures here at the field. She's been posting so much great stuff on the Goldpanner Facebook and Instagram pages. And another 1-2 to come from Verdugo. The right-hander from Texas Rio Grande Valley. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Hedges. Good work for Verdugo after the leadoff double by Paul. 2 away for Weber Niels. Boy, this would be a Nice confidence boost for Verdugo and the Goldpanners to put up a 0 here in the first. There's dominant over the Las Vegas Gamblers yesterday, but really struggled against that Game Day Angels team 2 days ago. Strike called. So we know the Goldpanners will be at least in the quarterfinals, but trying to find a way to capture the top seed and earn a bye into the semis. Inside at the knees, and it's 1-1. Verdugo from Chula Vista, California, making his 5th start of the summer. 4 earned runs over 21 innings. Over those 21 innings, 25 strikeouts to just 4 walks. He's allowed 12 base hits. Make that 13 now. Good pitch for strike 2. Verdugo shaking off signs from Isaac Shook. And now he readies with a 1-2 offering. Runner at second, 2 away. And that pitch is popped up back and into the seats. Another beautiful day in Salt Lake City. Hot one in the 90s. Things cooling down a little bit now. Slight breeze. Verdugo's ready to go as Weber Niels digs back in, the designated hitter in the cleanup spot. And the 1-2 from Verdugo. Chopper over the glove of Verdugo, and a quick throw from Munoz, and it's in the dirt, and that'll score a run. I don't know if Munoz had a shot. Probably should have swallowed that baseball. Definitely should have in hindsight. As he throws it in the dirt, Pinal couldn't make the play at first. And so all the way over to second goes Niels, and it allows the run to score. Mick Paul crosses home to make it 1-0 Marshals on the E6. Mason White now will try to bring in another Marshals run. Panners in this tournament, when they've made mistakes, the opposition has taken advantage. The Marshals do here in the first, but Verdugo trying to shut the door. That was just a bouncer out of the reach of Verdugo. A fortunate play for the Marshals, and then the error brings the run in. Three-quarter swing, strike 2. Panners have got to get another quality start from Verdugo. He's been giving them all summer, or all month since he arrived. But when you get to this point of the tournament, you have to, it's all about keeping pitchers fresh. A short Verdugo outing would make for a tough situation going into the quarters and semis when you're running out of pitching. Strike 3 called. Mason White Cade. Good first inning for Verdugo. 1 unearned run for the Marshals. 2 strikeouts. 1 base hit. It's 1-0 Utah after 1. And it's hit high and deep to left. This ball is carrying back. It's going back, and it clears the wall at left center. Caden Clark with a 2-run home run ties the game for the Goldpanners. All even at 5.
for number 33, Kaden Clark.
New ball game. Clark drives one to deep left center. The 2-0 is lined to right center. This one's going to carry. And one hop the wall in right. Harrison on his way to second. He's going to try for 3. Here comes the cutoff. Not going to beat him. Harrison with a 2-out triple here in the 6th inning. Through the left side, Milliken, a base hit. Hughes will come around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Ball is there, but it comes out of the glove of Knight. And the throw to third, runner safe there. Boy, what a throw from Strickler. The ball actually beat the speedy Dominic Hughes, but it comes out of the glove of the catcher, Taylor Knight.
Number 22, the designated hitter.
Top of the 2nd inning from the Gates World Series, final game of this Friday slate. The rain continues to fall. Here on the west side of Salt Lake City. It rained on the east side and downtown heavily earlier today, but it didn't touch this field. But now raining here. And that one hits Sean Rimmer. A 1-strike pitch breaking ball into the foot of Rimmer. And the hit batsman puts the leadoff man aboard for the Goldpanners against Jesse Gutierrez. Brings up Brock Kless, who will be followed by Isaac Shook. Kless, 5 for his last 11. And a home run yesterday and a double. Panners had 3 home runs yesterday. Griff, Kless, and Munoz all hitting bombs. Marty Munoz, 2 home runs here in Salt Lake City. Panners, 7 home runs over the first 3 games. Kless fouls this one off the netting. UC San Diego. Picking the mud out of his spikes here. It's a light but steady rain. And here's the 0-2. Kless hits this one high on the right field line, slicing, but it stays fair. It's a 1-hopper off the wall. Rimmer on his way to third. He'll stay there. And a long double down the right field line for Brock Kless puts runners at second and third. The Panners threatening here in the second, trailing 1-0. And Isaac Shook, Goldpanner catcher, stand in for Fairbanks. Junior from Francis Marion out of Reno, Nevada. Gutierrez again Shook with Gold at second and third and nobody out. Isaac batting .215 on the summer. Goldpanners as a team batting .312. Check swing strike. Correction, Isaac's at 205 now. Gutierrez with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Shook the batter. Milliken is on deck. It was going behind him and it hit him on the foot. The bases are full of gold. Couple of hit batsmen and a double mixed in. And there is gold on every base for Caleb Milliken. Second baseman, junior from Pomona Pitzer out of Berkeley, California. Milliken is batting .331 this year and getting on base at a freakish rate. And he bats here with the bases full and nobody out. He takes a strike. In his last 54 plate appearances, he's gotten on base 32 times. 60% of the time, Caleb gets on base. Swings and misses here. He's going to have to work himself out of an 0-2 count to get on base. Gutierrez, the left-hander, against left-handed hitter Caleb Milliken. Gold on every base and nobody out. On deck is Griffin Harrison. That's outside for a ball. Big opportunity here for Milliken and the Goldpanners. Trailing 1-0, top of the second. Gutierrez readies with the 1-2. It's just outside 2-2. He's trying to find that low outside corner is Gutierrez. The 2-2. Lined up the middle for a base hit. Rimmer comes in to score. Kless will be held at third as the ball comes in. Good job by Milliken. Falls behind 0-2, works a 2-2 count, and waits for that fastball and drives it right up the middle. RBI single for Milliken. I was wondering if he was going to come with that slider again and just try to catch that outside corner that he missed on the previous two pitches. Instead, fastball down the center. And Milliken takes advantage, and it's a 1-1 game, and the Panners very much in business. Griffin Harrison, in his last plate appearance, he had a 3-run home run to end yesterday's game. Harrison batting .256 this year. He's got 2 home runs now. Pop back off the netting. What a chance here for Fairbanks. The base is stacked and still nobody out. And you know, we talked about Goldpanners wanting to save pitching and needing a good start from Verdugo. Marshals thinking the same thing. Gutierrez in a lot of trouble right now, but gets a swing and a miss. It's 1-2 on Griff Harrison. Marty Munoz is on deck. He has been red hot here in Salt Lake. The 1-2. Upstairs, ball 2. 2 hits in the inning, 2 hit batsmen. Gutierrez throwing a lot of pitches here in the second. The 2-2. Popped up, right field, high, should be deep enough to score the run. Kless tags from third and scores. Shook goes over to third on the play, an RBI sacrifice fly for Griffin Harrison. And it's 2-1 Goldpanners. That's the first out of the inning. And we've got gold at the corners. And here comes Marty Munoz. Goldpanners shortstop from Cal Baptist. Munoz here in Salt Lake City is officially, he's walked a bunch, but he's 5 for 7 with 2 home runs, a triple, a double, and 7 runs batted in. Munoz with gold at the corners. Foul tip. It's 0-1. You can see the Goldpanners sitting fastball right now. Gutierrez struggling to nail that slider. The 0-1 pitch to Munoz, and he'll throw to first base. That one sails to the backstop, but it caroms back, so no run will score, but going from first to second is Milliken. There's a little room behind home plate here in foul territory, and the ball caroms back towards the plate on wild pitches. Now the battery mates are going to talk things over. Now, meanwhile, at the NBC World Series, the Seattle Studs taking on the Santa Barbara Foresters in the semifinals. Most teams usually play for the championship. This year they're in the semis. Gutierrez with a 1-1 to Munoz. Marty swings and skies one, but it's pretty far in right. Shook will tag from third, and he will head home. The throw will go to third, and out at third is Milliken. The run counts. Marshals can't believe it and are arguing the call. And they're furious right now. The run will count, and it's 3-1 Goldpanners. Shook scores right before Milliken is thrown out. And now the umpires are going to talk it over, though, so hang on a second. The umpires are going to talk this over, and we will see what happens. It's either going to be 3-1 or 2-1. Regardless, the inning, or the half inning comes to an end, and safe is the call. Now the run counts. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Goldpanners leading 3-1. Goldpanners take a 3-1 lead in the top of the second, a 3-run top of inning number 2. And now Alex Verdugo pitching with a lead, facing Drew Berkland, Caden Carpenter, and Trevor Fox, 6, 7, and 8 spots in the Marshals batting order. Garrow Von Dane with you live here at the Gates World Series on a beautiful Friday night. We're at Kearns High School. The pads are on the football field behind us. Football season just around the corner. But still some business here to do in baseball. Verdugo falls behind the leadoff man, 3-0. Here, Drew Berkland. catcher for the Marshals. And the 3-0 gets a strike. The argument there at the end of the top of the second, whether or not Shook scored before Milliken was thrown out at third. Marshals argued the call. Umpires got together and stayed with the call, safe at the plate. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Drew Berkland. Fouls this one back. Alex Verdugo, 1 unearned run in the first inning after the leadoff double by Mick Paul. (3-2). Grounded right side and through for a base hit. Nice at bat for Berkland. And the leadoff man aboard for the 2nd consecutive inning for the Utah Marshals. Verdugo kicking the mud off the spikes. I don't think it's raining anymore, but it did for a little while. Caden Carpenter, right fielder for the Marshals, fouls that one back. Berkland at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Verdugo in front here. No balls and 2 strikes. Earlier today, Angels crushed Idaho. Waves all over the shorthanded Seals, who had 12 players. And the Stars beat up on Las Vegas. Swing and a miss. A 3-pitch strikeout of Carpenter. 3 Ks for Verdugo. Trevor Fox, left-handed hitter against the righty Verdugo. Swing and a miss. (3-1) Goldpanners. Marshals with a runner at first. And an 0-1 pitch coming to Trevor Fox. Takes strike 2. Verdugo jumping ahead of the last 2 hitters. And the 0-2 to Fox, well upstairs. Between every pitch, trying to kick the mud off of his spikes. And the 1-2. Swings and misses at a pitch down out of the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Verdugo. Kaysen Irvin in the 9 spot. Leadoff single for Drew Berkland, but back-to-back strikeouts. It's great for Alex to put up a 0 after that 3 spot in the top of the 2nd. Forgot to send happy anniversary wishes out yesterday to Goldpanner President Abe Siddall and wife Fabienne. 4-year wedding anniversary yesterday. They got married at Groudon Park. in an incredible ceremony. And just about everyone that was there will tell you it was one of the funnest days of their lives. Me included. Liner to left, that's a base hit. And it goes through Rudy to the wall. That's going to score the run. All the way to third, safely is Irvin. And the Marshals are fired up, and another Goldpanner error that cost them a run. A base hit and an E7. Birkeland scores all the way from first. Two unearned runs for the Marshals. This is not a team you need to help. The Marshals do just fine on their own. Mick Paul doubled in his first at bat. He can tie the game with a base hit. And it's a pitch that gets off the glove of Shook, and he comes in to score. Unbelievable. Three unearned runs. And we've got a 3-3 game. And Mick Paul with a 1-ball, no strike count. Two and Alex just got to shake it off. You're doing fine, son. Long game to go. Get this third out and move on. The 2-0. In there for a strike. These mistakes just force Alex to throw more pitches. In addition to allowing runs. Here's the 2-0. Wait, didn't he get a strike call? Yeah, now they get the scoreboard right. 2-2. And Verdugo a strike away from ending this third. Alex with 4 strikeouts. Thought he had number 5. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mick Paul with Xavier Esker on deck. Marshals have tied the game at 3. Pop that high fastball out of play. And it stays 3-2. Another payoff. And another foul ball. All working the count. And wasting 2 strike pitches from Verdugo. Got him swinging. Verdugo strikes out the side. The Marshals pick up a couple of unearned runs. They've tied it at 3 after 2. Goldpanner left fielder Brock Rudy stands in to lead off the top of the third inning. We got a 3-3 game. Good one you're tuned into here on PannerVision. Garrow Von Dane with you live. Brock Rudy looking for his first base hit of the World Series. Takes upstairs for ball one from Jesse Gutierrez. Gutierrez has hit 2 batters. He's walked 1. Panners with 3 runs on 2 base hits. The 2-0. Rudy hits one to right. And Rudy off the schneid with a base hit to right. That's got to take a giant weight off of his shoulders. Leadoff single for Captain Rudy. Tate Shamau, freshman to be at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and he fouls this one out of play. Shamau batting .361 on the season. Panner's leading hitter right now is Blake Hiraki at .411. There's fewer at bats, being that doesn't play every day, but still 56 ABs, batting .411. He's had a remarkable July. Shamau lines one to right for a base hit. Rudy will hold at second. Back-to-back hits to open up the third for Fairbanks. This is going to be some ball game. It definitely didn't feel like the kind of game that was going to be 2-1, 3-0. And it's 3-3 with the Panners threatening here in the top of the third. This game got started a little late, 7:38 p.m. first pitch. Matthew Pinal, .325 on the season. Takes outside, 2 on, and nobody out. Pinal has 5 home runs. 26 RBIs. Off the end of the bat into shallow center field. This one's trouble, and reaching out to make a diving catch in center is Irvin. You got to be kidding me. And Rudy's doubled off. He was all the way to third. What a catch by Carson Irvin. A double play. Robbing a base hit from Pinal and an RBI. And helping out is a young left-hander, Gutierrez. So now a runner at first base with 2 outs for Sean Rimmer, who was hit by a pitch and takes away upstairs. Sean Rimmer will be at Hawaii this year. .365 hitter on the summer. 8 home runs to lead the team. Grounded left side. Scooped it short. The throw to first is in time. The diving catch in center field by Irvin. And the Goldpanners do not score after a promising start to this third inning. We're tied at 3, middle of the third.
Zone goes this time, and the pitch is called strike 3. The throw down to second, and they got him there too, a double play. 3-2 pitch, called strike 3. Fastball right there at the letters, and the Goldpanners Vasquez looks very good at Yavapai College in Arizona, playing for ex-Goldpanners coach Miles Kaiser, and will head to the University of Hawaii, as some of these other players are too. This next pitch is lined into right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Milliken scores. Here comes Rudy. He's going to score as well. Rimmer's on first with a single, and the Goldpanners have an early 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Rimmer gets his lead from second. Klez from first. 2-0 pitch is hit up in the air to left center field. That's hit pretty good. The center fielder goes a long way, but he can't get it. It's one hopped up against the wall. Rimmer scores. Klez comes into third and holds there. Alexander's at second with a stand-up double. And the Goldpanners lead it 4-0. Schmau gets his lead from third. The next pitch to Rudy is a fastball that's lined fair down the right field line, just inside the bag. Rudy hooks it inside the corner. That gets hung up down in the bullpen in right field. Rudy will stay at second, though, with a double, and the Goldpanners have a 9-0 lead. Foul.
Three game, bottom of the third. Alex Verdugo out for his third inning work. Goldpanner right-handed starter from Texas Rio Grande Valley, 6'3". He's had a great summer. He's now thrown 23 innings and just 4 earned runs. All 3 runs for the Marshals today unearned. Panner mistakes, errors defensively, base running mistakes offensively. But right in the thick of it here, 3-3 game. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2. Verdugo has struck out 5 in the first 2 innings. And he's got a 1-2 count on Esker. Slow roller to short. Munoz charging. Gonna have to hurry this one and gets it there in time. Leadoff spot retired for the first time. And that brings up Ethan Hedges. 3 hits for the Marshals. Verdugo has not walked a batter. He rarely does. Hedges was a strikeout victim in the first inning. The Panners are all but assured of needing to play 2 games tomorrow to advance to the championship on Sunday. There is still a remote possibility they could get the 1 seed with run differential, but it would have to be a very low-scoring game, and that's not the way this one's going. So in all likelihood, if the Panners win this game, they would finish second in the American and play at 12:30 in the afternoon tomorrow against the 3 team from the National. If they lose this game, they're assured of playing in the 10 a.m. game tomorrow morning against the number 2 team from the National. And it's popped high and out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Ethan Hedges batting for the Marshals with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. The Marshals GM is Chad Shepard, just a great guy. And he's been here for this entire tournament. He was great last summer, joined me on the broadcasts multiple times when the Marshals were in town. He was a natural. They're managed by Sam Swenson, a University of Utah graduate from back in 2001. 3-2 as Verdugo misses down and in. R.J. Aranda yesterday going the distance. 5-inning complete game. Panners winning 12-2. This one is hit high into right. Kless to his right will reach up and make the catch. The this high altitude in Salt Lake City. Settled by Brigham Young and his LDS followers after they were chased out of Missouri. Joseph Smith was murdered. The initial leader of the LDS Church, Brigham Young, took over, brought his flock here to the Salt Lake Valley. There are now somewhere over 1,200 Mormon churches in the Salt Lake area. 1,200. It's something like one every 1.2 square miles. Here's the 1-1. Brigham Young University, south in Provo. The Mormon University, the University of Utah is not, but still a lot of LDS students there. Two hopper to Shimau, tough play from in front of the base at Shimau, on the money to first. Great play by the Panner third baseman. Verdugo goes 1, 2, 3 here in the third, tied at 3 after 3. First pitch to Brock Kless. In for a strike as we start inning number 4 here at the Gates World Series in Salt Lake City, Utah. The lights are on. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Time is called. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Kless. A throw to first base just gets him. The new pitcher into the game is Tyler Blair. Blair takes over for Gutierrez. number 31. So Gutierrez just 3 innings of work.
Next up for the Goldpanners.
Brock Kless is out number 1, brings up Isaac Shuck, who was hit by a pitch. In his first plate appearance, came in to score. That one is hit high and deep to center field. Going back to the center field fence to make the catch is Irvin. A smash to deep center, but it's a long fly ball in. Caleb Milliken will stand in, RBI single in his first plate appearance.
Now batting for the Goldpanners, number 9, the second baseman, Caleb Milliken.
Tyler Blair, the right-hander, now facing this Goldpanner lineup, and Caleb Milliken awaiting the first pitch. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-3 game, top of the 4th inning. Fouled off the end of the bat by Milliken. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. We'll have at least one more broadcast for you, hopefully 3. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Mentioned the NBC World Series in Wichita. The Seattle Studs taking on the Santa Barbara Foresters tonight. They've been the 2 dominant teams in the NBC in recent years, and the Hayes Larks are in the championship. Local favorite Hayes from Hayes, Kansas, has never won the NBC. They have been so close many times. And they will take on the winner of the Santa Barbara Seattle Studs game. This is a roller to short, tough play. Milliken is out at first. Mason White with a great play. Marshals playing defense here today. It's 3-3 through 3.5. Marshals coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. Garrow Von Dane here behind home plate. Goldpanners baseball on PannerVision. Here under the lights on the natural surface at Gates Field on the west side of Salt Lake City, Utah. Alex Verdugo, fourth inning of work off the bump for the Goldpanners. Allowed 3 runs, but all unearned. Some Goldpanner defensive mistakes, some errors. Pass ball scored a run. And Verdugo starts with a ball and a strike to Mason White. Alex has put down 4 in a row, went 1, 2, 3 in the third. Shaking off signs, and now he approves. The 1-1 to White. Crushed, but hooking way foul. White was all over that one. The 1-2 from Verdugo. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Goldpanners. 3 runs, 3 hits for the Marshals. The Marshals win. They're the #1 seed out of the American. Fouled back and out of play. Hit high to shallow center field, and it will drop in front of Harrison. A pop-up single for Mason White. He drops one into shallow center field for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard for the Marshals, brings up Drew Perkland.
Marshals, the catcher, number 19, Drew Perkland.
Incidentally, the 2 quarterfinal games tomorrow are 7-inning games. Seven-inning quarterfinal games. The semis will be 9 innings. The 1-1 to Perkland. Hits him. Single. Hit batsman. 2 aboard, and Alex going to have to work himself out of some trouble here in the 4th. 3-3 game with the Marshals in business with 2 on and nobody out.
Right fielder, number 42, Caden Carpenter.
San Diego Waves had a lead on the Marshals yesterday in the cross-divisional game before the Marshals erupted. Ball and no strikes. Caden Carpenter. Listed as number 42, but wearing number 10. 2 aboard, nobody out. Caden struck out his first time up, shows bunt and takes strike 2. Grits his teeth. He's a big guy, Caden Carpenter. Doesn't look like a high schooler. And the 1-2 from Verdugo. Just outside 2-2. Verdugo's ready. Carpenter taking his time. Steps back in with a 2-2 count. High pitch and he fouls it back. Got a piece of the underside of the baseball. San Diego Waves will play in the night game tomorrow. They've got a long rest period. They'll play the winner of the 12:30 game tomorrow in the semis. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Verdugo to get rid of Carpenter. 6 strikeouts for Verdugo.
Next up, your first baseman, number 44.
Well, here's Trevor Fox. Still 2 aboard. Now 1 out. A lot of work still to do here in the 4th in a 3-3 game. Right-hander Verdugo gets a swing and a miss for strike 1. Really looks strong today, Alex. Mixing it up. Other than the hit batsman, shown excellent control. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Verdugo in the driver's seat here. Fox struck out his first time up. Just missing 1 and 2. Verdugo gets him looking. Took a little something off. Dropped it right on the outside corner. This time Fox goes down looking. And again, all 3 runs are unearned for the Marshals. Alex has been excellent. He's spread out 4 hits. He has struck out 7 through 3 2/3. Fastball is popped up. Who's going to call for it? Munoz makes the catch. No harm done. 2 on, nobody out. Verdugo shakes it off. No runs. On 1 hit, 2 left on. 3-3 game after 4. We got a good one. Don't go anywhere. Griffin Harrison leads off for Fairbanks as we go to the top of inning number 5. It's a 3-3 ball game here. Utah Marshals and the Alaska Goldpanners. And Harrison hits the first pitch high into left field. Underneath it is Paul, and will make the catch. One pitch to get rid of Harrison. Good work so far in relief for Tyler Blair. Second inning of work, he has retired all 4 batters he's faced. 1 strikeout, a couple fly ball outs, a deep shot by Isaac Shook to the center field fence. It was caught. Caleb Milliken grounded out to short. Tyler Blair, good work so far. This now his 5th batter faced. It's Marty Munoz, had an RBI sac fly, his first time up. Great work for Alex Verdugo. He has struck out 7 through 4, 3 unearned runs. Pop back and out of play. Sammy Pesci, are you tuned in to PannerVision from back in Pittsburgh? Attaboy. Did you guys practice tonight? Sammy celebrating his birthday a couple of nights ago. Happy birthday, bud. Spectacular bass player for the phenomenal band Zom. Look him up, ZOM. Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Blair kicking them one off his spikes. Marty Munoz, the batter. Goldpanners shortstop from the left side of the plate with a 2-2 count. And Brock Rudy is on deck. In the dirt, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Munoz trying to find a way on. Here's the 3-2 from Blair. And he fouls this one back. Just got a piece of it. Good Marty to stay alive. 2 home runs here at the tournament. Another 3-2. Ball 4 to Munoz. Didn't miss by much, but Birkeland didn't help by not catching the baseball. First base runner against Tyler Blair, number 31 for the Marshals. Could not find a proper roster. We've been having that problem all tournament for the Marshals. Have their names, numbers, not all of them are correct, and it doesn't have any of the schools listed where they would be headed. All going to Division I schools. Brock Rudy broke an 0 for 12 start to the series with a base hit in the 3rd inning. He was at second base. Panners had 2 on, nobody out. Matthew Pennall hit one to shallow center, a diving catch by center fielder Irvin, and Rudy was all the way over to 3rd, so he was doubled off. Huge double play turn by the Marshals on a great catch from Irvin. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs for a ball. Shamau on deck. You really got the start of something if Rudy can get on here. With Shamau coming up and Pennall to follow, then Sean Rimmer. Dangerous part of the order for Blair to try and work through. Still the first time through. This is the 6th batter he's faced. Upstairs for ball 2. Beautiful night here in Salt Lake City. Perfect night for baseball. Good crowd. A Friday night here at the Gates World Series. Gets the strike call. And it's 2-2 on Rudy. And the 2-2 from Blair with a runner at first. Rudy awaiting. Rudy hits this one high and deep to left center field on the run towards the fence. Reaching up at the wall to make the catch is Paul. It's the second ball caught against the wall by the Marshals today. Panners have been real close to a couple of home runs. But give the Marshals credit. They are playing fantastic defense here today. Inning continues for Tate Shimau. One for one with a walk and a single. Munoz still over at first base with 2 outs here in the inning. We are in the top of the 5th of a 3-3 game. It's been 3-3 since the end of the second. Marshals got 1 in the first to take a 1-0 lead. Panners got 3 in the top of the second. But Marshals answered back with 2 in the bottom half of the inning. And that's where we are. Almost had Marty picked off. As he looks to maybe get into scoring position for Shimau. Another throw to first, Marty back. And Tate's still awaiting the first pitch. And here it comes. Shimau hits this one to right, a base hit. Munoz over to second base. Even if he had been at second, he would not have scored on that hit. The Panners now first and second. Shimau 2 for 2. He's been on base all 3 times. And Matthew Pinal 0 for 2 in the game. Went 2 for 4 yesterday with a double and a run scored. Last night's home run derby champion. It was on PannerVision. And Tyler Blair trying to put up a 0 here in the 5th, but he's going to have to work his way through Matthew Pinal. Righty-lefty matchup. Pinal from Long Beach College. And time is called. And home plate umpire talking to the Goldpanner dugout. Did not hear what he said. .325 hitter, Matthew Pinal takes ball 1. Blair waiting the long look at the signs, and now he readies. Munoz at second, Shimau at first, swing and a miss. A big sweeper from Blair, and it's 1-1 to Pinal. Should Pinal reach? Would be Sean Rimmer. And 1-1 to Pinal. The right-hander Blair steps off. Rained earlier in the game. It's been dry, though, the last few innings. Clear skies above. The 1-1. Ripped down the left field line. That's going to drop for extra bases all the way to the wall. Munoz scores. Chamau will be waved around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. Chamau scores. A 2-run double for La Chona. Matthew Pinal. You can hear the Goldpanners fired up in their dugout. What a shot from Matthew Pinal going the other way down the left field line. Head coach Mark Lindsay in the third base box waving around Chamau after Munoz comes in to score. What a huge base hit for Pinal. The Panners lead it 5-3. Sean Rimmer 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch and scored back in the second. Calls time. Yeah, that's head coach Mark Lindsay out of Chico State in the third base box. Ryan Hansen departed today. So he's no longer with the team. Jake Taylor's over in the first base box, and Coach Lindsay gets to coach over to third. This one's chopped foul by Rimmer. Mark Lindsay's second year coach here in Fairbanks, first year field manager. His bench coach is Marcus Mastroboni. Rimmer trying to drive in another Panner run here with 2 outs against Tyler Blair. Swings and misses, off-speed pitch, 0-2. Blair in the driver's seat. Rimmer trying to fix his necklace. And now he's ready. Pinal at second after the 2-run double. Blair with the 0-2 to Rimmer. Gets him swinging on a pitch way down and away. He strikes out Rimmer for the final out of the inning. The Panners pick up 2 and leave a man on. They're back in front 5-3 after half a ball game. We go to the 8th inning here at Groudon under sunny skies, a windy, chilly night here at Fairbanks. And the new pitcher into the game to start the 8th is number 37, Ethan Remmers. Strike 3 called. Remmers K's Nielsen. Strike called, it's 1-2. Then Idaho versus the Utah Marshals at 12:30, and the Panners on Wednesday will play at 4:30 p.m. And he strikes out Taylor Knight for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Remmers to open up the 8th inning. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Ethan Remmers strikes out the side here in the 8th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. That's 14-3 Panners.
Here's number 7 now, left fielder, Mick Paul.
Mick Paul leads off for the Marshals. Goldpanners pick up 2 in the top of the 5th. Alex Verdugo at 79 pitches, 54 for strikes, 25 for balls. Grounded towards first. Pinal scoops and will take it to the bag himself. A close race with Paul, but Pinal wins it. 1 pitch, 1 out. here in the 5th for Verdugo, who's been excellent here today. 3 runs, all unearned on just 3 base hits. He has struck out 7. Next half inning, your play-by-play man will be Cole Alexander. So when the Panners bat in the top of the 6th, Cole Alexander is going to take the mic. The 1-ball pitch from Verdugo is fouled back. So probably, regardless of what happens, probably the last inning for Verdugo, unless he gets out of it in about 3 more pitches, but we'll see. One's called a ball, 2-1. That's pitch number 83. Xavier Esker, 0 for 2 in the game. Takes strike 2. 5-3, Goldpanners in front. Blows it by him for strike 3. Eight strikeouts for Verdugo.
Number 15, third baseman, Ethan Hedges.
Ethan Hedges. Two outs, bases empty. Verdugo has retired the last 5 in a row. He has hit 1 batter. He has walked none. Foul tip for a strike. It's 1-1. Nobody throwing in the pen right now. Bottom of the 5th inning. A 1-1 pitch. And really, Verdugo's pitch count is high, partially because of errors, extending innings. Ball and 2 strikes. Verdugo to Hedges. Deals one down and away. What a ball game here from Salt Lake City. Kearns Field, Kearns High School. Gates Field. Verdugo wants to Shuck to go through the signs again. The time is called by Ethan Hedges. He steps back in and awaits the 2-2. Oh, what a pitch from Verdugo. He strikes out Hedges looking. What a performance for Alex Verdugo. 9 strikeouts through 5. Panners lead at 5-3. Cole Alexander when we return.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cole Alexander, and
Nola Meredith.
we're going to bring you this inning while Garrow has to step away for a few moments. Brings up Brock Kless, number 25. He has a double today in his first at bat, so bring you the top of the sixth. Got an off-speed swing and strike for strike one. Got a 5-3 ball game here, shaping up to be a good one. Got Alex Verdugo going 5 strong as of now. Got off-speed for a ball. Beautiful night here in Utah. Had some rain showers, but it cleared up to be a pretty good night. Fastball for a ball. Ball up. Got Isaac Shook on deck and Caleb Milliken in the hole. Looks to be no activity in the bullpen for the Panners, so Verdugo should be going back out. Got 2-1 count to Kless. Off speed for a borderline strike. Got a 2-2 count. Got the Panners versus the Utah Marshals for the night game here on Friday. Got a slider for a ball, 3-2 count. Isaac Shook looks on deck, ready to get his at bat in. We got Mark Lindsay coaching third with Ryan Hansen having to step away for the rest of the weekend. Fouled off. Tonight we are sporting the Midnight Sun black jerseys, limited edition for this summer, never before seen, and so wearing those as much as we can. Ball down into left field for a single. Brock Kless brings up Isaac Shook with a runner on first. Panners now have 7 hits in 5 innings. I have Nolan Meredith here taking care of the books for me. Brings up number 17, Isaac Shook. Caleb Milliken looking on with Griffin Harrison in the hole. Shook 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch in the second inning. Takes strike one. Marcus Mastroboni down in the bullpen with some pitchers. Brock is stealing, and he is safe with an overthrow. Seems to be staying at second. So now Isaac will have a better situation with a runner on second with a 1-1 count. Mark Lindsay wants something elevated to the outfield for a possible tag up for Brock. Wind has died down as the game has gone on with a smooth breeze out to right field. If you haven't known, this field plays a little small, so anything can happen in this game. No lead is safe. Isaac Shook takes a pitch for strike two that the crowd does not like.
He knows it.
Nolan thinks the umpire knows it as well. Looks on 1-2 to Isaac Shook. Shook sporting the Noblesse wood bat. Ball in play to the left side, and it's through the hole. Brock Kless moves up to third, and Isaac will stop at first to bring up Caleb Milliken with runners on first and third with no outs.
1 for 2.
Milliken, who is 1 for 2 with a single this game. Milliken will be glad to see that there is a righty on the mound now, although he did have a hit off the lefty earlier, so he's feeling really good in the box right now. Really seeing the ball well. We'll see how this goes. Great. Griffin Harrison giving us a wink on deck, as Griffin always does. Always bringing the energy, always having fun. Marty Munoz will be in the hole, swinging a hot bat this tournament. Fouled off for strike one. Looked to be a fastball. Quick shout out to Garrow Von Dane and Chris Carlson for doing this for us all summer. It's really been a great job done by them. Off speed, taken, ball one. Mark Lindsay looks on, giving the signs over to Shook. Shook with a pretty regular lead. We'll see if anything goes down. Infield is back in the middle. Third is about normal. Ball fouled off by Milliken for strike two. Big game tonight. This game is almost giving off championship vibes, and it's not even gotten to the bracket play, so we will see. Good crowd here tonight. Possibly the biggest of the tournament so far. Fouled off, almost the exact same spot. Stays a 1-2 count. Milliken with one hit tonight. Looks to add to that here. Shook looking for a ball in the dirt. Possibly move up to second. Milliken steps in. Panners with 8 hits tonight so far. Fouled off right at me and Nolan, but luckily we are okay as there is a net. Nolan would have caught it most likely, but we're not going to test our luck tonight. Beautiful view this field has with the mountains out in right field. Obviously you cannot see them currently, but any other time they're out there looking on. Ball put in play into left field. Brock tags the throw. He is out. Brock does not agree with the call. He does not agree at all. Shook stays at first. Brings up Griffin Harrison with Marty Munoz on deck. This has been an intense game. The umpires are not going to give a big leash to players, so expect tensions to stay high as the game gets closer to its end. Isaac Shook at first with Griffin Harrison up to bat, 2 outs. Takes a pitch for ball one, off speed. Catcher pitcher and umpire seem to be conversing about the call. We have Brock Rudy in the hole. Pickoff, almost overthrown, but Isaac Shook will be back. Seems to be handing something to Coach Taylor. Got 2 outs. Griffin Harrison, who had the 3-run walk-off yesterday. Ooh, close play at first, but he is safe. Griffin Harrison continues to come up big all summer, both defensively and offensively.
Yesterday's walk-off home run.
See his Sacramento State. Ball ripped into left field for single. Isaac Shook will hold up at second, and Griffin Harrison with a single. Brings up Marty Munoz, the hot bat of the tournament as of now. Looks to continue. Panners want them to check the ball. Here comes the coach out for a mound visit. Looks as if there's going to be a pitching change as someone is approaching from the bullpen. There's been movement in the pen all night, so at any moment could they bring somebody in. It'll bring up Marty Munoz with Brock Rudy on deck and Tate Shamau in the hole, who's also been swinging a hot bat. Looks to be a righty coming into the game, with Marty and Brock coming up to bat. The Panners will be happy about that. Trying to get the number. Looks to be number 24.
Now for your Utah Marshals, number 24, Eddie Tierney.
With 2 outs here, Panners looking to add more runs onto the scoreboard this inning. Would like a more comfortable lead as we get into the late innings of the game. Into pitch is Eddie Tierney, a righty. Coming from a low 3/4 slot. Jake Taylor walking on over to first, giving us a look. Eddie Tierney, who looks to be throwing a lot of sliders in his warm-up pitches. Marty Munoz getting ready. Hopefully Marty Munoz has a feeling, as this song says. We have Isaac Shook at second with Griffin Harrison on first. Griffin with some speed, so look for a ball in the hole for Griffin to be running. Brings up number 2, Marty Munoz. It was 0 for 1 with a walk, as well as a run scored. Marty, who has 2 home runs in the tournament so far, looking to add another one possibly. Number 29, Brock Rudy, looks from the on-deck circle. gets his pitch. Fastball for ball 1. Mark Lindsay looks on to Isaac Shook. Fouled off by Marty Munoz. 1-1 count with 2 outs. Good atmosphere here at Gates Field. Field plays a bit small, so anything could happen at any time. Catcher gives the sign. Doing some night signs as this is very hard to see out here at night. Marty fouls it off. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Panners lead 5-3 in the top of the 6th. Panners lead the Marshals 9-3 in the hitting column. Alex Verdugo out of UT Rio Grande Valley has gone 5 strong tonight. Looks to keep adding more. Marty Munoz takes strike 3 to end the inning.
Three and 2 on Shamal. And he hammers this one to left center. On the run, it's out of the reach of the center fielder Moore. And Harrison jogs in to score. It's 5-0 Panners. Hughes comes around third. He will score.
Back into the dugout and possibly the bullpen tonight.
And Tate Shamal with a 2-run double.
Noah Meredith.
Thank you.
Make it a 16-game hitting streak. Ball is bobbled in right, and Rudy takes the opportunity to get to second and does. And it's grounded right side and through for a base hit. Oh, wow, what a great stop by Garcia. No chance to make a throw out of the wet grass. Well, I can't believe he was able to get to that baseball. Blake Hiraki's been on base all 4 times and make it 5 as he lines one to left for a base hit. Third hit of the game for Blake. 2 aboard for the Goldpanners with Marty Munoz stepping in. And
the atmosphere, the games.
Oh, smoke to left by Harrison. This one is back, and it's hitting the top of the tree beyond the left field fence, and it rolls onto 2nd Avenue. A 3-run home run for Griffin Harrison in front of Mom and Grandma. 15-3 Goldpanners in a group hug at home plate. Big moment for Griff. And we go to the top of the order for Hughes. And the battery mates are leaving the field. Big thanks to Cole Alexander for taking over the PannerVision mic for the top of inning number 6. Goldpanners leading 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Garrow Von Dane. Alex Verdugo working into the bottom of the 6th. Starts with strike 1 to Neely. Weber Niels, and then Mason White and Drew Barkland. A little roller towards first. Tough play here. Scooped, and the throw to Verdugo gets to the bag in time. Nice play by Alex to get there. Pinal with the toss. And what a performance Alex Verdugo is putting together here. I mean, really a gem. He has given up 3, but they're all unearned runs. He has struck out 9, not walked about or hit 1. Goldpanners out hitting the Marshals 9-3. but the score gap is just 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Mason White 1 for 2 with a single. Also struck out looking. Fouled back, 0-2. Panners at 2-1 with nobody out in the top of the 6th. Had 3 base hits in the inning but did not score. Kless thrown out at the plate, trying to score on a fly ball to left. Looked like he was safe, but out was the call. This one's popped up to second. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. 8 straight retired by Alex Verdugo as he approaches the 100 pitch mark in his final Goldpanner start. Wow, what an effort he has put together in a game where the Panners had to get one. Verdugo to Birkeland, who has been on base twice, singled and was hit by a pitch and has scored a run. The Marshals wrap up the division if they win. If they lose, it gets convoluted. One and one to Birkeland. Base is empty. Two balls and a strike. After Birkeland would be Carpenter. Strike called 2-2. Boy, this has been a great game, and we got a long way to go. Only in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 10 strikeouts for Alex Verdugo. What an effort. Well, the right-hander from Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Handshakes from head coach Mark Lindsay. Verdugo with a gem. Panners by 2 after 6. Brock Rudy leading things off for Fairbanks as we head to the final third of tonight's ball game. Top of the 7th, a 5-3 Panner lead. Would love to get some insurance here. And Rudy fouls one towards the Marshals dugout. The third pitcher of the game, number 24, Eddie Tierney. He faced one batter and struck him out to end the 6th. 5 runs, 9 hits for the Goldpanners. 2 costly errors, though. 3 runs, just 3 hits for the Marshals off Alex Verdugo. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Rudy. The 1-2, way outside. Alex Verdugo, exactly 100 pitches, 69 for strikes, 31 balls. Thank you, Henry Cole, keeping tabs back in Fairbanks. So I don't know if you're in Fairbanks. You might be out on the road somewhere. Verdugo, 6 innings, 3 runs, 0 earned on just 3 hits. Alex struck out 10 and walked 0. Rudy takes ball 4. Leadoff man aboard for the Goldpanners.
Now batting for the Goldpanners, number 6, the third baseman, Tate Schmau.
Been a fun ball game, hasn't it? Greetings to all of our friends back in the 49th state watching Goldpanners baseball from beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, under the lights here at Gates Field. The marquee matchup on this Friday night, Goldpanners and Marshals. Good crowd. Throw to first, gets away, not far enough though for Rudy to try and advance. Brock's at first with nobody out. Panners had 3 hits in the 6th, did not score. And a chance. Kless tried to score from third on a fly ball to left. Looked like he was safe. Called out. That was the second out. Then Munoz called out looking. And if you missed it, Goldpanner Cole Alexander was on the mic for the top of the 6th. If you missed it, you can catch it on the archive broadcast. Schmau through the right side, a base hit. What a night for Tate Schmau. He's 3 for 3 with a walk. 3 singles. Matthew Pinal, a humongous 2-run double with 2 outs in the 5th inning. That's why the Goldpanners are in front. Speaking of being on the mic, we had General Manager John Lorkey on the broadcast yesterday. He actually did play-by-play at the beginning, and then John and I chatted for a bit. Just talked about this Goldpanner season and looking ahead to next year. John has had to go back home due to some family emergency, and we hope things improve there. Ground ball to short and a 6 unassisted 3 double play. Man, oh man, the Marshals have made the defensive plays when they've needed them. Another double play. But Rudy ends up at third. And now Sean Rimmer, the batter. He can give the Goldpanners some insurance here. Rimmer was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, 0 for 2 since. 18 for his last 43. 4 of those 18 hits are home runs, and this one gets to the backstop and head first slides safely, Brock Rudy. 6-3 Goldpanners, a massive run here in the top of the 7th inning. Goldpanners. They are hyped here tonight. They want this one. Now the base is empty as the run comes in on the wild pitch. Not easy to score from third on wild pitches, as we've talked about. Not much space here behind home plate. Way outside to the wall. It's 3-0 to Rimmer. On deck is Kless. He's 2 for 3 so far. The 3-0, way outside, ball 4. The 2-out walk to Rimmer extends the inning. This is already the third pitcher of the game for the Marshals. He has faced 5 batters, struck 1 out, 1 ground out, 1 single, and 2 walks. Brock Kless, 2 for 3 in the game with a double and a run scored. Kless pops this one back and out of play. He is 7 for 14 here in Salt Lake, batting .500. The 0-1 is 3 feet behind Kless, and Rimmer jogs to second base. Rimmer into scoring position. Kless started the day batting .295. His numbers have come way up as of late. Way outside, and Rimmer is going to head to third. Wild pitches piling up, and that's going to prompt a visit by the pitching coach to speak to Eddie Tierney, who is struggling with his control here in the 7th inning. Man, oh man, that might get the bullpen started for the Marshals, and it looks like it will. Who will enter the game for the Goldpanners? Got to figure Verdugo's done after 100 pitches. Panners baseball and a PannerVision. What a great game this has been. And we are far from done. They had a 3-hour, 10-minute time limit on the games today, but I don't think that's applying to this game. This game started at 7:38 p.m., so we don't, still nothing to worry about right now. But I think they're just going to play this one to completion no matter what. We're at 9:46 p.m. locally. And again, Verdugo, 100 pitches, 6 innings, 3 runs, 0 earned. On the 3 hits, 10 strikeouts, and no walks. We know now he will not be pitching the bottom of the 7th. Kless with 2 balls and a strike against Tierney with Rimmer at third, and that one's popped out of play, so the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled liner out of play. This is still the first time through the order for Tierney. So Kless still getting a feel of every pitch he sees. He can dial it in a little closer. See if he can straighten one out here and bring in Rimmer. The 2-2. Got a piece of it to stay alive. Fouled off of the catcher. Birkeland. And he'll take a walk. Goldpanners leading 6-3. 1 run is in here in the inning. And Rimmer's at third base with 2 away. Here's the 2-2 to Brock Kless. Upstairs, ball 3. Popped up, right side. Carpenter calling for it in shallow right. Makes the catch for out number 3. The Panners will settle for 1 here in the 7th inning. We're at the stretch here in Salt Lake City. It's Goldpanners 6, Marshals 3. Bottom of the 7th inning from Gates Field here at the 2022 Gates World Series. Alex Verdugo departs after 6 excellent innings, and taking over for the Goldpanners is the left-hander Ethan Remmers. Remmers here in the bottom of the 7th against the Marshals, starting against Caden Carpenter. It's a check swing for a strike. Carpenter struck out twice against Verdugo, who finished with 10 Ks. Carpenter, and it looks like a pinch hitter on deck for Trevor Fox. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Remmers fooling Carpenter on those first 2 pitches out of the zone. Pinch hitter on deck is Peyton Gubler. Number 2, Peyton Gubler. Checked his swing on a pitch in the dirt, held up that time. It's 1-2 from Ethan Remmers. Ethan making his 13th appearance of the summer. He has thrown 16 1/3 and allowed 6 earned runs on 12 hits. Struck out 20 and walked 13. Freshman from San Francisco State, 6'4", misses for ball 2. And that's called a ball. 3-2. Called strike 3. Carpenter strikes out for the 3rd time in the game. This time he goes down looking against Ethan Remmers. And here's Peyton Gubler, number 2 in your programs, number 2. Ball and a strike to Gubler, the pinch hitter off the bench, batting for Trevor Fox, who was at first base. 1 out and the base is empty. Ethan Remmers in to pitch this 7th inning. He gave the wrong hit count for Verdugo. He gave up 4 base hits over 6 innings. The scoreboard says 3. Swing and a miss, 2-2. After Gubler is Carson Irvin. 6'3" Goldpanners. Hits are 10-4. Grounded left side, that's a foul ball. Just outside of the third base bag. Coach Swanson was pointing fair over there at third base, but umpire right there on the line. Gubler trying to give the Marshals a base runner. The last Marshals hit was a leadoff single in the 4th. Mike Studer giving us a scoring update from the NBC World Series in Wichita. Santa Barbara leading the Seattle Studs 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. In the semifinals, the winner gets the Hayes Larks. Three-two. Got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ethan Remmers.
Next up, center fielder, number 6, Carson Irvin.
Carson Irvin now the batter. In for strike one. Remmers trying to go 1-2-3 here in the seventh. After 6 strong for Verdugo. Just down low, 1-1. Remmers had a lot of strikeouts this year, and he starts with a couple to open up this appearance. Trying to put a 0 on the board here in the seventh with the Panners up 3. The 0-1. Inside for ball 2. We had rain early in this game, but not for the last about 4 innings. The 2-1 to Irvin. Late swing is fouled out of play, 2-2. 62nd season of Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. The Marshals still in their first decade of existence. What a marvelous program. They do such a good job with this club and with this World Series. It's been a blast. Just misses from Remmers. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Mick Paul at the top of the order. Full count, Remmers to Irvin, who's 1 for 2. The 3-2 delivery. Got him swinging. Remmers strikes out the side here in the 7th inning and struts off the field. Panners by 3, headed to the 8th. New pitcher into the game for the Marshals, and it's Mason Green. Mason Green, the fourth pitcher for Utah. The Goldpanners leading 6-3, the top of the 8th inning. Isaac Shook leading off for Fairbanks. Swings and misses for strike one. Number 00, Mason Green, Shook, Milliken, and Harrison due up. Six runs, 10 hits for the Goldpanners, 3 runs, 4 hits for the Marshals. Fouled out of play.
The one he's swinging this on looked like another plane.
Ball and 2 strikes on Shook.
1 or 2 or 3, 1 to 3 left.
He was 1 for 2 in the game. Was hit by a pitch and scored back in the second. Way up and away. Panners put up 3 in the second inning, had a 3-1 lead, but the Marshals answered with 2 in the bottom half of the inning. Panners picked up 2 more
Looks like spin rate.
in the 5th. A 2-run double for Matthew Pinal. Panners picked up another run in the 7th inning. Brock Rudy scoring from third on a wild pitch. And now the new pitcher into the game, Mason Green, a left-hander for the Utah Marshals. Hit high down the right field side and towards the line. Carpenter will make the catch.
Goaltenders, number 9, the second baseman,
Caleb Milliken will bat for Fairbanks. Shuck flies out to right. Milliken a 1 for 3 day so far with an RBI back in that 3-run second inning. Ethan Remmer strikes out the side
Yo, Dugo.
in the bottom of the 7th. Panners bat here in the top of the 8th. Little flare into shallow center field, and there to make the catch is the shortstop White. Milliken is out number 2, brings up Griffin Harrison. So Ethan Hedges now at first base. He was at third. A pinch hit for the first baseman Fox. So Hedges now over at first base. Which begs the question, who's at third? It's Gubler. So Peyton Gubler is now at third base after pinch hitting for the first baseman Fox. One and one to Griff. Swings and misses for strike 2. Panners only went down 1-2-3 once. That was back in the 4th. And the 1-2. Hit to the right side and through. A base hit for Griff. A 2-out single for Harrison. 11th hit of the game for the Goldpanners. Brings up Marty Munoz. He's 0 for 1, a strikeout, a walk, scored a run and drove a run in with a sac fly back in that 3-run second inning. Throw to first base. Harrison stays put. Panners would love a little more breathing room as we get late in this ball game. 6 outs left for the Marshals. And a strike called. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Munoz takes strike 2. Fourth batter faced for Mason Green, the left-hander, fourth pitcher of the game for the Marshals. They got a lot on the line here. The Marshals with a win wrap up the top seed. In the American, they would advance to the 4:30 p.m. game tomorrow and await the winner of the early game. In the dirt, good stop by catcher Birkland. One and two. 9 minutes past 10 p.m. here in Salt Lake City. Panners under the lights. Here's the 1-2. Munoz hits this one deep to center. Going back is Irvin. Baffin back to the wall. It's over his head and one hops the wall. Harrison waved around third. Here comes a throw to the plate. Harrison slides in safely. RBI double for Mustache Munoz. 7-3 Goldpanners. Wow, 2 out lightning here for Fairbanks. The single by Harrison, and Munoz with the deep shot to straightaway center. Scoring all the way from first. Griffin Harrison taking off on contact. And Brock Rudy stands in. 12 hits for the Goldpanners. Great crowd here tonight. A good ball game. Rudy almost hit by the pitch, takes ball 1. Rudy 1 for 3, walked in the 7th inning, scored on a wild pitch. Close play too. Swings and rolls one in front of the mound. Green scoops it up, throws to first. Oh, dug out of the dirt by Hedges. That's the way the top of the 8th comes to a close. The Panners add another. They lead it 7-3, headed to the bottom of the 8th. Shook will get things started, followed by Blake Hiraki and Marty Munoz. And this one is hit hard and deep to left field off the bat of Shook, and it's on to 2nd Avenue. A solo home run for Isaac Shook, and it's 6-2. And the crowd right back into this one.
The number 17, Isaac Shook.
16th home run for the Goldpanners this summer. And there goes the runner. Swing and a miss, throw to second base is right there. Does Munoz get the tag down? He does. Caught stealing, goes 2-6. Hiraki to Munoz. 2nd out of the inning. This one is going to drop into left center field, a base hit for Milliken. Hiraki scores. Here comes Munoz behind him. The throw to third misses and goes to the Panner dugout. And around comes Rudy. He will score. It is a 6-5 game. The Panners are right back in it. All the way to third goes Milliken on the play. But don't Don't know if he's going to be here. This one's got to pass the diving Munoz into left field. Ball is scooped by Rudy. Runner is waved home. The throw to the plate is there. The tag is down and out at the plate is Batten. What a throw from Brock Rudy. And a great catch and tag from Hiraki. And Isaac should get things.
Number 7.
7-3 Goldpanners as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Ethan Remmer's out for his second inning of work. He struck out the side in the 7th inning. He'll start at the top of the order here in the 8th. Nick Paul, Xavier Esker, and Ethan Hedges due up. Remmers starts with the ball high. Garo Von Dane here in Salt Lake City. Great ball game between the Alaska Goldpanners and the host team, the MGF Utah Marshals, named after the Marshall Gates Foundation. Tries to sneak his way on with a bunt. Shook plays it in front of home plate, throws to first and gets him. Nice throw from Isaac to get the runner Paul. 4 up and 4 down for Remmers. Xavier Esker. Spelled E-S-Q-U-E-R. Chad Shepard, the GM of the Marshals, everybody asking him, what's the deal tomorrow? What's the schedule? He's like, it's not over yet. Still trying to figure it out. Can't predict how the rest of this game's going to go, and run differential, runs allowed per innings played, because 3 teams would be 2-1 in the American if the Panners win. Marshals, Panners, and Angels. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Esker in the hole here. Remmers deals one down low for ball 1. Does the little pirouette spin after his deliveries. Very graceful, that Ethan Remmers. Talked about it earlier this summer for a good bit when we were in Tacoma. Ethan's great aunt and uncle were in Waylon Jennings' band. That Waylon Jennings, yes. Grounder towards short. Munoz on a couple of hops, throws across and in time. Gets Esker by a step. Couple of ground outs here in the 8th inning. Marshall starting to run out of outs on a Friday night here in Salt Lake City.
Batting for the Marshals, your third baseman, number 15, Ethan Hedges.
Drops one in for a strike to Hedges. Started the game at third, now he's over at first. He's 0 for 3 tonight, all against starting pitcher Alex Verdugo, who went 6, giving up 3 runs, 0 earned on 4 hits. Remmers really fooling hitters here in this appearance. They are swinging at pitches well out of the zone. Two outs, nobody on, and an 0-2 pitch coming to Hedges. The left-hander sets, delivers. Way upstairs that time, it's 1-2. Got a piece of it. We do know that if the Goldpanners win this game, they will not play in the 10 a.m. game. gets him swinging. 4 strikeouts for Remmers. 6 up and 6 down for Ethan. The Panners are 3 outs away. 7-3 headed to the 9th. Ninth inning from Gates Field here at the 2022 Gates World Series. Been a great ball game. Panners in front here 7-3 as we start inning number 9. Tate Schmau, Matthew Pinal, and Sean Rimmer due up against Mason Green. Second inning of work for Green. He entered the game to open up the 8th. He gave up 1 run on 2 hits. The 4th pitcher for the Marshals starts with strike 1 to Schmau. Tate has been on base all 4 times tonight, 3 singles and a walk. Swings and misses there, 1 dropping out of the zone, nothing in 2. Still the first time through the order for Green, so Schmau's first look at him. Fouls this one back to stay alive. Another 0-2 to Schmau. Hits this one high and deep to right center. Going back is Carpenter towards the wall, and he makes the catch running into the fence. Well, these outfielders have made some great plays today for the Marshals. They've been excellent on defense throughout. Schmau is out number 1. Brings up Matthew Pinal. If the score doesn't change and the Goldpanners win, they would play at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon against yesterday's Panner opponent, the Las Vegas Gamblers. Gamblers finished 3rd in the National Division. This one is going to drop in shallow center field, a base hit for Pinal, and then the ball is dropped, and Pinal's going to head over to second base and get there safely. Hit and an error. Pinal goes all the way to second on the play. Well, just after I talk about the defense, a little gaff there by the Marshals. And Pinal into scoring position for Sean Rimmer. 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch in the second inning and scored. He walked his last time up. Panners out hitting the Marshals now 13-4. smashed foul. Mason Green with one out. Working to Sean Rimmer. Goldpanner designated hitter. The ninth inning, Panners up by 4, runner in scoring position. Rimmer into right field, a base hit. Pinal will be held at third. Oh, now Pinal might be able to hit home as the ball is booted at the cutoff, and Pinal scores. 8-3 Goldpanners. Pinal was held at third, and the ball came in and then kicked off the leg of one of the Marshals and bounced towards the dugout. Pinal raced in to score. The Panners extend their lead to 5.
The batter now, number 25, right fielder, Brock Kless.
Boy, I've talked so glowingly about the Marshals defense, and a couple mistakes here now when they can least afford it in the ninth inning. Brock Kless the batter now. Rimmer winds up at second. And Brock Kless a 2 for 4 day. 7 for 15 here in Salt Lake City with a home run. Takes upstairs, ball 1 from Mason Green. All 3 runs for the Marshals unearned. The 1-ball pitch to Kless. Swings and grounds one foul, third base side. Brock the batter with Isaac Shuck on deck. "14 Goldpanner hits.
It's not bad. It's harder when yeah. This has been well these past couple innings though.
That one gets away. And Alex Garcia, the pinch runner, heads to third. Rimmer out of the game with Garcia running. Well, Garcia will take over the DH spot in the batting order. And the 2-1 is in the dirt. That's stopped by Birkeland. Mason Green running into trouble here in the ninth. Still just 1 out. Fouled out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Brock Kless, with Alex Garcia, the pinch runner, at third. Isaac Shuck on deck. The 3-2 from Green. Swung on, hit to short. Fielded by White, throws on to first off the mark, but he's able to get the tag down on the sliding Kless. Alert play by Brock to try and slide underneath that throw that was off the mark. And that is out number 2, but able to make the tag was Hedges. Nothing's an automatic at this stage of the game. We're in the top of the ninth inning. The Panners now have a 9-3 lead. Garcia scoring on the play. A 6-run cushion. Green's pitch is downstairs. Give Kless an RBI. Up and away, 2-0. The Marshals really don't want to have to make the decision of bringing another pitcher in. There's nobody in the pen. So it's probably going to be Green out there until the next out's recorded, whenever that may be. Marshals have not lost a game here at the tournament, but in serious jeopardy now. 3-1 to Shook. Takes a strike, 3-2. Called strike 3. That's the final out here in the top of the 9th. We are going to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Marshals when we come back. It's the Goldpanners by 6.
But I'm trying to get you your information real time.
I appreciate it, Chad. Chad Shepard giving me the information here on what needs to happen here. And hold on, let's set the table right now. Weber Neal leading off against Ethan Remmers. Remmers has been perfect through 2. Panners lead by 6 here in the bottom of the 9th. This is down and in, it's 2-0. To Weber Neals, the DH. strike called. Niels, White, and Birkeland due up here. 4, 5, and 6 spots for the Marshals. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. 4 strikeouts for Remmers. Swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts. 1 away here in the 9th. So Chad Shepard telling me, the general manager of the Marshals running this tournament, that with all these different tie-breaking scenarios, if the Panners give up 2 runs or less here in this 9th inning, the score stays the same, and they give up 2 runs or less, would be the number 2 seed and play at 12:30 in the afternoon tomorrow. But if they give up 3 or more, they could fall to the 3 seed and play at 10 in the morning. Those morning games are both 7 innings, the quarterfinals, effectively. Mason White is 1 for 3 in the game. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Game Day Angels watching and wondering what their fate will be. Breaking ball down and away. Try to get him to chase 1 and 2. Garrow Von Dane here in Salt Lake City. Beautiful Friday night. And a great ball game between the host Utah Marshals and the Alaska Goldpanners. The 1-2 from Remmers. Gets him swinging. 6 strikeouts for Remmers. Only 2 balls have been put in play. A bunt in front of home plate and a ground ball to short. And the Marshals are down to their last out. Nolan Meredith has been here doing pitch speeds all day long, and he just said, forget this, I'm going to the dugout. Darn right, kid. Join the boys. 1 out away from finishing off the Marshals, who have just 4 hits tonight. 2-0, Remmers to Drew Birkeland, Marshals catcher, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Should Birkeland reach, it would be Caden Carpenter. Although, it looks like a pinch hitter's holding a bat in the on-deck circle. 2-0 to Birkeland. Check swing, it's a strike, even though Shook dropped the baseball. Two and 1. Bottom of the 9th inning. 9-3 Goldpanner lead. And a 2-1 count on Drew Birkeland. Ethan Remmers has been marvelous. 8 up, 8 down in relief of Alex Verdugo. Slow roller towards third. Tough play though. Shamau is not going to make the throw wisely. An infield roller hit for Birkeland, the first base runner against Ethan Remmers. And a pinch hitter here will be number 28. I can't read the name on the smallest line sheet you've ever seen in your life. Jack Venancini. Jack Venancini, number 28, the pinch hitter Katie Carpenter went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Here's the last hope for the Marshals. Runner at first base with 2 outs and a strike called. Strike 2. Marshals down to their last strike. The 0-2 pitch from Remmers. Oh, he thought about it. Check swing. It's through the legs of Shook. The runner will jog to second. Meanwhile, in Wichita, the Studs are down to the Foresters 9-2 late in that game. The winner will take on the Hazelarks at the NBC Championship. Remmers ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Remmers strikes out the side in the 9th inning. He strikes out 7 in 3 innings. Nearly perfect 1 infield hit. And the Goldpanners win it 9-3. Chad Shepard is here. What do we got?
Marshals 1, Panners 2, game day 3. Based on the runs allowed rule. There's the numbers. 0.583 runs allowed per inning play, 0.73 runs allowed, and 0.84.
Wow, game day falls to 3. And nothing, and no harm done to the Marshals.
Maybe ego check.
Yeah.
The guys threw well.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, man. Yeah. Chad Shepard. So here's how it shakes out as the two teams high five here at home plate. The Goldpanners win it 9-3. And in the end, the Marshals wind up the #1 in the American anyway. I said to Chad, so no harm done to the Marshals. He said, maybe an ego check. So in the American, the Marshals take the top spot, and they earn a bye into the 4:30 p.m. semifinal tomorrow. The Goldpanners will play at 12:30 in the afternoon against the Las Vegas Gamblers. So Panners and Gamblers tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. in the Gates World Series quarterfinals. And that'll be a 7-inning game. Boy, the Game Day Angels went from the 1 to the 3 in a matter of minutes. The Angels will play in the early morning game against the UCL Stars. So Angels Stars in the 10 a.m. game. Panners Gamblers in the 12:30 game. The winner of the Angels Stars game will play the Marshals at 4:30. The winner of the Goldpanners Gamblers game will play the San Diego Waves at 7:30 p.m. And that's how it all shakes out. It all comes down to tiebreakers with runs allowed per innings played. And that's how it shakes out. So, but the important thing, Goldpanners in the quarterfinals tomorrow, a 7-inning game, 12:30 p.m. right here on PannerVision. Call your friends, call your family, ring the bell. Panners will be on at 12:30 in the afternoon Mountain Time. Sorry, friends in Alaska, you got to get up early, but not as bad as it could have been if we were in the 10 a.m. game. My thanks to Cole Alexander for covering a half inning tonight on the broadcast. If you missed that, catch the archive version. And again, I had General Manager John Lorkey on yesterday check that out if he didn't get a chance to listen to it yesterday, talking all things Panners. And we wish the best to John as he deals with a family situation back in Fairbanks. Chris Carlson, engineering, producing, running cameras from the stands here today. Big props to him. I am Garo Von Dane saying so long from Gates Field in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Goldpanners defeat the Marshals by a final score of 9-3. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Come back, join us, tune in, turn on, and pan out.